Hi, welcome to Snow Better Lifestyle. My name is Donna. I turned 60 in March. I raised 6 kids who are now 27 to 39 years old. I work full-time remote for a tech company, and I am on a Mounjaro, I'm probably saying it wrong, Mounjaro health journey that started in November. I did 9 weeks of 2.5 milligrams, and I just took my 28th shot. I just finished up another box, all done. And that's 7 months of 5 milligrams. And okay, so I was debating, I was going back and forth about whether or not to titrate up to 7.5. I had my blood work done on Wednesday morning. I got the results yesterday morning. And my A1C is now 5.8. It was 6.1. And I lost 3 pounds this week, which boggles my mind because I've been really struggling for the last couple weeks, 2, 3 weeks, back and forth. Lost zero point 0.4 or 0.6 ounces, and then lost another point, then gained a pound. So basically wiped it all out. And this week, I was 267.8. Last week, I was 270. So I've lost approximately, we're going to call it 3 pounds, approximately 3 pounds. So, I was just ready to titrate up, but with the reduction in my A1C to 5.8 and the fact that I lost weight this week, I think I haven't talked to my doctor yet. I just saw my blood work. I'm going to talk to her this week, so I'll let you guys know what she did. She's probably going to agree that staying on 5 is fine. So on 5 milligram, because I still have the food noise. The lack of food noise, a reduction, I should say, of food noise, the appetite suppressant. I still have somewhat of, side effects. Mainly for me right now at this point, right after my shot, which is like today, I take my shots on Saturday at noon. Right after my shot, for the first 24 hours to 48, I have to force myself to eat, and I'm usually pretty tired. And I think I've mentioned that in other videos. So, yeah. So what I'll be doing is I'm going to talk to her. I did have some not so great numbers come through, and that was, I believe I have a UTI, so I may have to go on antibiotics, and I'm just hoping that it doesn't conflict. I don't know if it will, and I might have to go off while we're treating that, but I will talk to the doctor tomorrow to find out for sure what the plan is, because I got some not so great numbers coming back for my white blood cell and my red blood cell and things like that. So we'll figure that out. But I am tickled pink that my A1C is down, and I lost the 3 pounds this week. Let's see what else. Oh, the other thing, my blood pressure. I have not been taking my blood pressure pills. I was hypertensive in November when I went in, and when I started taking Mounjaro, it was making me sick. So we decided to just kind of wait and see, because Mounjaro is supposed to help with blood pressure. So back then, I was like 200 over 120, 180 over 110, so I was way up there in the hypertensive crisis. And I just took my blood pressure all week this week, and it was closer to 140. I'm still high on the diastolic, so I have to work on that. Could be some dehydration, could be some other things, but I'm more like 140 over 100 or 150 over 100. So it's still relatively high, but it's not nearly as high as it was in November. So that's one of the other things that we'll be working on, is to try and get my blood pressure under control. And I need to try and find something I can take along with my Mounjaro to keep that under control as well. So that was, so the health benefit so far for this has been that my A1C, my diabetes is basically under control. And my blood pressure is a lot better. So those are two, and the weight loss is helping with a lot of other things too, with my being able to walk around a little more. I'm more mobile. I'm feeling better in general. So it's been really good and positive. I have been really good about my water this week, and I think that might have had something to do with the weight loss, because I was on the water the week before, and this is my third one, and I don't even know if I'll get through the entire one. But this is the Simple Modern cup, and it's 40 ounces. So I've already had two of these today. So I'm trying to drink at least two, and if I can get to three, I get to three. So that's been something that I've been a lot better about the last week or so, which, like I said, might have contributed to the weight loss. The other thing too is that I mentioned before that my work is pushing, after 9 years of my being remote, for us to go into the office. And I've been pushing back and pushing back. I did go the one time that I mentioned to you before. And so I'm thinking I might work out a deal with them to just have me go in once a week, like on a Thursday. And one of the things I'm planning on doing, at least on the channel, is I'm going to, start doing like an outfit of the day for when I go to the office for the one day a week. Or I'm also experimenting with makeup and which would look best, and things like that. So I'll probably do videos on that. I'll be doing Temu hauls. I'll do clothing hauls as I get smaller. So, but I'm going to make that separate from this weekly update. This weekly update is just going to be had a good week. These are, and I'll probably bring up if there was a different food. Oh, there was I tried riced cauliflower this week. It was really good. And I've been avoiding it like the plague because I'm like, that just sounds disgusting. And I had some I had bought, like, I don't know, a few months ago sitting in the freezer. And so this week when I was having my chicken strips, I had some riced cauliflower with it and some frozen fruit, like the stuff I showed you in my combo grocery haul. So I am doing some experimenting. But yeah. So this is going to be mainly, this video each Sunday is going to be an update. I'm going to try not to make it too darn long. And then the rest of the week, I will post the other stuff, groceries I got, things I bought to help with my journey, things like that. It's going to get dark now. Yeah, it's kind of getting dark in here. Yep. All right, so good week, really good week. And I'm really happy with the A1C and the weight loss, and I'll talk to the doctor about the UTI and see whether or not I have to take antibiotics or not, because a bunch of numbers came up that I wasn't real happy with in that regard, with the white blood cells and the red blood cells and things like that. So I'll talk to her and see if I'm going to have to pull back a little bit to, if I have to stop Mounjaro and take the antibiotics, or if I can do both at the same time. So that'll be a challenge if I do have to stop Mounjaro, because like I've said in the past, the Mounjaro is not going to drink my water for me, or make sure I have enough protein, or make sure all that stuff is stuff that I've been doing, but it's made a huge difference in the food noise and the appetite suppressant and things like that. So, and the other thing I was going to say is that starting this channel is another tool. And I know there's a gazillion of us out there talking about our journeys, et cetera, et cetera. But at the same time, it's really making a big difference in my motivation because I feel like I have other people who are going through what I'm going through that can understand when I talk about these different, these different metrics and all the things I'm trying. And because the other day I was sitting there and I went, you're 60 years old. How come you don't know these things already? Why are you discovering, the frozen fruit or the whatever it is that you're discovering, um, different groceries and things like that? Why didn't you already know that? And I think for a lot of us that are in older age brackets, it was all the misinformation. It was all the information we've been given over the years that told us that what we were doing was okay or right or good. And so for me, when I show you these things, when I do my hauls, when I do my clothing hauls, I do my grocery hauls, when I show you makeup that I bought, etc., it's more a rediscovery, a re wanting to look better, feel better, do better. So I think that's more along because I was, how I am. I'm always picking on myself, but giving myself a hard time. But yeah, for me, it was like, oh, well, we were taught all these things that weren't correct for so many years, so we believed them. And so if I act surprised, even though I'm advanced in age, it's because I didn't know. Like I had the rice. My daughter's been trying to get me to eat riced cauliflower for gosh knows how long. And so I finally tried it this week and I was like, okay, that's going on the grocery list because it was really, really good. And I'm trying to push myself outside the I can't cook mode and try and get into more not prepared ahead of time stuff. And that's going to be a bit of a challenge because I'm used to the convenience food. I'm used to the fast foods. Prior to November, 2 or 3 times a week, I was ordering in DoorDash. I was ordering a burger. Like I love Freddy's. Freddy's have the best burgers and they have their custards. So I would get they had like a patty melt thing. I would get 2 of those with mayonnaise and tomato and fries, and I would get their custard. And that would be dinner. That's dinner. 2 of those patty melts. I don't think I could eat half of one of those now. So there's just a huge difference. And so as I'm learning, I'm trying to share with other people. And even if you know already, because you learned already, that doesn't mean the rest of us learned. So we're learning now. So, anyways, good week. Um, Feeling really positive now. Like I said, find out from the doctor what she wants to do next. I don't think I'll be titrating up. I think at 5 milligrams, I'm doing okay. My A1C is doing okay. I'm still losing the weight. I was questioning it, but I'm still losing the weight. So that will be good. And I'm going to take a sip of my water. And end this. There will be a Temu haul this week. There will probably be a grocery haul this week. And then I will see you on Sunday for an update to see everything is still going well and what the doctor officially says because she hasn't seen my blood work yet and we haven't talked. So I will let you guys know next week. And don't forget to check the community tab because sometimes if there's something that comes up in the middle of the week, I will tell you through the community tab, hey, this happened, or we decided on that if you want to find out ahead of time. So thanks again, guys. I really, or ladies, I really appreciate you watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you'd like to see more of this content. Thank you. Bye-bye.